This is Dungeon Not Included, the actual play podcast for the adventurous listener. You are listening to our game of Bulldogs, a sci-fi adventure RPG from Galileo Games. Brennan is your GM and host, Frank plays Sticky, Alex plays Graucom McGruff, and Red plays San Ming. Our theme music is by Seamus Ronan.
Previously on Dungeon Not Included, our team split up to start the prison break. We helped them start a revolution and break free of their Templar guards. And as we went to rendezvous with our ship, which was in orbit, we found it missing.
Yes, so you are now floating in the middle of interstellar space, wondering where your ship is in a shuttlecraft.
Stupid question. Did we have payments? This is actually in character. Did we have payments on the ship that we had to do? Because if so, my bad. I totally forgot, guys.
I don't think we picked up a new cargo because of the whole problem with the quote-unquote counterfeit silk or what have you.
All right, so can either of you nerds figure out a way to like reach out to Clippy, and maybe Clippy will know where it is and tell us?
We can try.
You could try to communicate with the ship. That would be a systems check that somebody needs to do.
That would not be
I have a 2 in systems, so it should probably be me.
Yes.
And I don't have Roll20 open because I got to the main screen and then forgot to actually get into the game. So
Dungeon Not Included, sponsored by Roll20. If you want your game going, you probably should have it open.
Yeah.
All right, that is a 0. Woo.
Okay. So you don't actually bring up any communication with the ship.
Uh-huh.
But there is a version of Flappy that is installed on the shuttle. And you can pull that up and you see that there is a default set that if the ship is has no crew aboard and finds itself flying, it should autopilot itself to the nearest transgalaxy depot.
Ugh. I really need to reprogram this stupid thing.
So that seems to be what happened.
Yeah, and I'll relay that to the crew. And I assume I can find the nearest transgalaxy station pretty easily.
Yeah, you can just look that up.
Yeah. Okay, how far is it? Will the shuttle make it there?
The shuttle will make it there. It is on a planet called Arhaloon.
Okay.
Which is not that far away. So
cool.
Yeah, this is kind of the limits of the range of the shuttle, though. This will be pretty much it once you're there.
Well, the shuttle will be fine once it's back with the ship, so we should be good. Also, aren't what's his face and Champ and
Cuddles
with us?
Yes.
Where did they want to go again?
Off that planet.
Cool.
They can do that.
They can get dropped off at the Transgalaxy station. I'm sure Transgalaxy will be happy to have them. More bodies to throw in the pyre.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. So you can head towards Arhaloon if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that sounds like the plan.
Okay. So you pilot yourself there. There is the planet of Arhaloon is a smallish one, some distance away from the sun, so very cold. And as you're flying yourself down to the spaceport, you can see that the city is completely constructed of ice, it looks like, that's been carved out of these glaciers on which it sits. And you can come in and land at the port. You do not see your ship in the port when you land in the landing area.
Uh-oh. Well, we should probably go in and talk to somebody. I'm sure the authorities here will know where our ship went.
Graucom's going to take one look out the window and immediately head back to his room and start rummaging through the closet for as much winter gear as he possibly can put on.
Right.
Just like puffy coat, whatever. And of course, with knowing him, he's got like pockets on the inside to conceal his weaponry and stuff. So he's going to be, dog with a big puffy coat, fur-lined coat on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've established that Saw is very cold resilient from her home planet, so not getting as prepared, but somewhat prepared.
Right. Except that you don't have your coat because it was on the ship.
Oh shit,
no,
right.
you're... Oh, no, all right.
Well, Thon will be okay. A little chilly, but...
Yeah. Graucom has the realization that he does not have his stuff, and he's bracing himself for what's going to be a very cold day.
Yeah. As you are looking out, you see that there are like this valley that this city is built in is on either side are what look like volcanic ridges, and a couple of them are there's smoke coming up out of them. Some of that is blowing down towards the city, and you can see that it is raining outside.
Oh,
Graucom.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Do you need some cuddles? Hey, Cuddles! Give this guy a hug!
Keep me out of it.
I'm not gonna wear this bear with me as we go down. I would like to, if you see any sort of outfitter out there, just point me in that direction. I'm gonna have to go.
You'll be
if
fine. You're covered in fur.
Yeah, that's not a. There are plenty of species that are covered in fur that don't do well in heat or cold, and I don't do well in cold.
So when you pop open the door, it's actually surprisingly warmer than you were expecting.
Oh.
But still, uncomfortably cold.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. For you, I don't know that it's uncomfortably cold. It's definitely cold here.
Mm-hmm.
But there seems to be a warmish breeze that comes down from the volcanoes.
Mm.
Along with some, smoke.
Oh, yeah. It's a volcano.
Yeah.
And
you take one,
the locals are all dressed in, all-weather winter gear. You see a variety of Templars and also what look like Arsabarans who seem to be more locals.
I think we need to find someone and talk to them, because that ship is supposedly top of the line. There's no way there isn't some sort of tracking on it. So maybe we should talk to these people over here and see if they can point us in the right direction.
Yeah, you want to do that? You could go to the Transgalaxy office also. You could also
can we see the can we see the if we can see the office, I'm just going to bypass them and just go right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you see the office with the Transgalaxy logo over it.
Then I book it as quick as possible.
So,
Yeah, I book it as quick as possible to get as far away from the cold as I can and just burst through the door.
All right. The interior is less rainy and smoky, but also still pretty cold because it's made of ice. You can't heat it up too much. So, the person behind the desk says it's a Templar, an efficient-looking young Templar who says, "Yes. How may I help you?"
We need to locate a ship.
Locate a ship. Well, you've
Yeah,
come to the right place. We have many ships here at Transgalaxy.
Yeah, we're looking for one that's currently on a job. We're looking for the White Elephant. We need to just track something. Is there any way you could take a look and give us a general idea of where it is so we can,
He says, "Oh, the White Elephant."
Mm-hmm. The White Elephant.
And wait, are you the crew?
Do I need to bluff on this? I don't know what I want to do here.
What?
I don't know how I want to play this.
Bluff?
Why do we want to do it? Are we just
ship?
starting right off? But are we starting right off being like, yeah, we lost the most expensive ship in the galaxy? Or are we trying to play? How do you?
I'm just saying the ship's already lost. They know we lost it. What is the point?
Oh, they don't.
It's not us.
We could be on the next job. They don't know that.
Well, if you're saying you're looking for the ship,
yeah, they don't know who I am. It could be anybody.
Well, if they're asking if you're the crew, they probably have a good idea that the crew's not on it.
I have a cunning plan.
God.
Yes.
So you guys have stepped away and are muttering to each other.
Yeah. Are you the crew? And then we huddle.
Are you the crew? Yeah. We have recently. We stepped back in. We recently signed on with the crew, but we did not. We haven't. They weren't at the rendezvous point, and we want to make sure that we're there on time.
He takes a closer look at you, and he says, "All right. Well, you're probably going to have a wait. You might want to sit down. The ship's been impounded."
Oh.
Yes. And,
why?
They are looking for the crew. Not that I think that you are the crew per se, but if you are, you may want to keep a low profile.
Are there
a wink?
Are there fines associated with this impounding that's happened?
Or possibly associated with the fact that they may be responsible for a minor prison break?
Why would you say that?
Well, he's winking at us. That is the sign.
He says, well, sedition and inciting revolution is taken very seriously here in the Empire, if you understand.
Really? All right, fine. That's weird, but okay. All right, back to our corner. So, it seems as if we have to go our separate ways and never speak to each other again.
Or we could steal our ship back.
Oh, come on. All right, well, let's do some reconnaissance and see what's going on. But we probably should do a little bit of splitting up because we look pretty obviously like the three people we are.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason I say we should steal our ship back is because do you know how good the Transgalaxy lawyers are? If you try and slip out of your contract, it's not a fun time. Did you even read that contract? It's crazy.
There was a contract? I thought somebody was asking for my autograph.
Anyway. I think splitting up's a good idea. We should try and individually find out where that ship is, though.
So there is one other person in here who
Mhm.
is looks like one of the locals, the Arsabaran looking people, who was sweeping in one side of the office, who has stopped and is now watching you. They're dressed in like sort of a parka looking thing. Yeah, when you all sort of stand there and stare.
Yeah, we're all looking back at him.
He comes over and says, sorry, she comes over and says, listen, you look like you could use a little help and some clothes. So if you follow me, I can give you some assistance.
And
And she says, I'm not a big fan of the Templars, if you understand my meaning.
all right. What guarantee do we have that this isn't like a trap?
Oh, none, I suppose. You'll have to either trust me or not. It's up to you if you want to be on your own.
Or how about if you're really acting in good faith, you don't mind this. What if I just like have a knife against your ribs in case you betray us? How does that sound?
Point of order.
Point of order.
She's a kidder. She's not really offering to threaten your life. I would say that if she were against us, she would have just called for the cops and been done with it. So that might be a good reason to at least trust her a little bit.
Point of order. Is it possible that there's a bounty involved in this situation if we are to keep a low profile? Because they may not immediately call the cops if they see us, if there's money to be made.
I love that we're going to just keep doing this. Point of order. Why wouldn't she get the bounty by just yelling? She's the one who called for the cops. That's how bounties work. You think that bounties work where only bounty hunters can collect them?
No, but if somebody else claims,
what was that, Red? I'm sorry. What was that, Son? I can't hear you. You didn't say.
If somebody else claims the bounty, I'm not playing this game.
Is there a thing you want to try to get our attention? Because if there's a point of order you'd like to make,
I'm not playing your stupid game.
It is parliamentary rule or something.
What is three people?
What is she
Arhaloon, the person who is who is talking to you, has gone back to sweeping now. Waiting.
Point of order, we weren't done yet.
I'm just saying that Gralcom has a point, and so do I, and I just feel better if I could, have something against her in case this is a trap. And I don't think somebody acting in good faith would have a problem with that.
You don't think someone in good faith wouldn't have a problem with a knife to their ribs?
Yeah.
What? I'm incredulous. Me.
Why would
you ask permission?
If roles were reversed, I would happily oblige if it would make the person feel better.
You know what? In the future, when I feel a little off put, I'm going to ask you, would you mind terribly if I put this sharp death implement?
I think at this point, we both know that keeping each other alive is in our best interests.
I really, my jaw's open. How about it, kind stranger? Will you allow us to threaten you? Why are we asking for consent for threats?
She says, listen, if that's going to make you feel better, you can be armed.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. All right, great. We found the middle ground. Wonderful.
Anyway.
She's like, yeah, follow me.
Oh, wow.
She leads you out of the building and then down a nearby alleyway into these like sort of twistier streets that seem to be populated mostly by the non-Templar inhabitants of the planet. And she takes you into what looks like, like some kind of apartment building sort of thing, and up some stairs into a fairly small place where she says, here, you're going to want these. And she digs out some winter clothes for you, also waterproofed.
Graucom takes a look at it. He looks it over, and then he, assuming that he doesn't find anything out of place on it, he's gonna, of course, deck himself out in it. So he will. He'll take a. Is it like puffy? Like, how is the coat? What's the material? What am I working with?
It's sort of furry and thick, like a parka.
Okay. If he can do it, if it's not so thick that if it's layered enough, what he'd like to do is use a knife to cut a hole in the inside of the jacket so that he can make basically a makeshift pocket and slip a gun into it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Is there anything lighter, more like raincoaty? Because Son isn't too happy about being rained on in this weather, but otherwise she doesn't care about staying warm.
Yeah, they'll give you like a slicker or something.
Yeah.
And after they get their coats, Cuddles and Champ are like, well, it's been real nice knowing you. But I think this is where we part ways.
Oh, I thought you were part of the crew. You're not joining us on this adventure?
Well, it seems like you guys are wanted, and we are also wanted, but I think I'd rather take my chances myself.
Is there room on your crew? Not for me. I'm ride or die, guys. No problem. But like, if there were, with a series of winks, let me know. No, I give him the Semonite salute, which is a kick to the groin, or like a fake out, and then he's on his own.
Yeah,
they're both on their own.
He and Champ head off. And then the Arhaloon turns to you and says, listen, they've put out a all points bulletin for you. They're definitely looking for you. Mm-hmm. You, from what I understand, you started a rebellion on one of the other planets.
Well,
which one?
Started. We catalyzed it.
We're rebels. That's right. We stick it to the Templars. That's our whole bag, baby.
Well, she says, I'm not. I admire your guts because the Empire is pretty powerful, and you're pretty far from the border to be pulling that kind of stuff.
What, we were just supposed to like not do anything about it?
Well, yeah, that is what like 99% of people would have done.
I'm pretty sure, son, that's what Sticky and I tried to get us to do as well.
I'm sorry, what? You two were the ones who were like, hey, mind if we start a little rebellion?
Oh, this time, yeah, but the last couple of rebellions, those were on you.
Okay, first of all, one of them was on my home planet, and I wasn't going to just sit around. And secondly, I'm pretty sure a previous one was because you were going to get, like, brainwashed by a spine bug, so you're welcome.
Oh, I mean, that's true, but you only needed to save me. You didn't need to, like...
other people could get brainwashed by spine bugs? I don't think so.
I mean, we were on the ship ready to leave.
You know what's interesting? I don't really remember any of this.
So Stick, you don't remember coming to this planet and thinking, I want to stick it to these people, so I'm going to start, or last planet, saying I want to stick it to these people for being space racist against me and start a revolution?
It sounds like me. It just, it all kind of blends together after a while.
I'm just saying, like, I get it. Yeah, I start stuff sometimes, but this was not me. So don't go acting like you two are blameless.
They're pretty good about it. All right, where are we going?
The local says, I do know where your ship is.
Oh, hey.
That's a
By the way,
start.
what's your name?
She says it is Tila.
Well, thank you for your help, Tila.
If they're looking for, we can't go back to our ship, right? Like,
I know where it is.
Everyone-
I'm just was going to tell
I know,
you that it's in the impound yard.
okay, that's great, but like, team, we can't go back to the White Elephant. Like, we're gonna have to find something else because
it's a step in the right direction.
I mean,
it's
kind
the opposite
of
of the right direction. It's the opposite of the right. It's where they're going to be looking for us. They know
but
they
it's
have
got all our stuff on it.
How far is the Templars, the Empire's range? Like, how far are we from getting the hell out of Dodge if we were to get onto any vessel?
You're about a week from the border.
Oh, a week.
Listen, I'm not saying we take the White Elephant out of here, but what we can do is sneak on board, get our stuff, and then steal a different ship.
And stage a coup. You're right. We should do that. Good plan, son. All right, let's do this. Let's take down the Empire.
The Arlen says, listen, I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
a single rebellion is good, but I don't think we have the resources to stage a coup.
Well, the next other option I'm seeing is we have to clear our name by blaming someone else for the revolution, and we just had two very easy targets walk away.
Yeah, I was also thinking the same thing.
So
I give Malcolm a low 5.
Yeah,
that is messed up.
It's okay. What do you want to do for a job? Because Transgalaxy is not going to let us do this anymore as of right now. I
don't think Transgalaxy cares.
I think they care if they want to do business with the Empire.
Just don't send us.
Yeah, I think basically we're poison fruit in the Empire, at least for the time being. And right now they got our vehicle impounded, and we don't have much to go against them. Our only hope is either we might be able to bribe our way out, depending on who is the person who's got our vehicle down. Bribe or frame someone, or cause a huge explosion on the. Hey, Tila, you still around?
Yes.
We're gonna step aside. No reason. Don't be alarmed. Cause a huge explosion on the space station, which gets everybody something like that.
Okay, I'll trust in your judgment on this, you two. For the record, I think that this is exactly what they want, is for us to be trying to go anywhere near our ship right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
we gotta think of this carefully before we do it.
I think we should set up a distraction and then get on our ship and get out of here.
All right, well, we need to come up with a good distraction then.
Yeah. We don't want anything that would kill people. That seems like a bad idea. Especially since we're already wanted for inciting a rebellion. Let's not add murder to our charges.
All right, so anybody know anything about thermodynamics enough for us to be able to melt the building? That
I think that would fall under not killing people, so let's put that aside.
Oh, you're
If it
serious
starts to-
about that?
if it starts to drip,
Yes.
they'll panic that their building's gonna collapse and they'll evacuate. We don't have to I'm not saying let's redirect the lava flow through their building. I'm saying
I'm sorry, making buildings unstable to the point of collapsing is generally a good recipe for killing people, intentionally or no.
But I mean, there's a lot of things that'll kill someone. This is not a quick. We're talking about explosions a minute ago, and
that's also bad.
A slow burn that will get them kind of confused. What's going on? What do we do to fix this problem? Let's evacuate the
I'm sure there's alarm systems we can set off that will not actually cause any real problems, but will get people away from the ship.
Where's the fun in that? Melting a building sounds so fun.
This isn't about fun. This is about survival.
If you don't love what you do, we gotta make fun at work.
I'm just saying, I like living as much as the next person, but I also like not making other people stop living.
But you're in love with not making other people stop living.
Yeah, it's something I really enjoy.
Oh, it's a little bit of a buzzkill.
That's just too bad for you, isn't it?
All right, listen. Let's not.
Did we worry about building stability when you flew the ship through a town center?
I think
we didn't hit any buildings.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Well, we were at the time though. We didn't say let's not do this because we might accidentally hurt somebody in the process.
There is a difference between flying above a town center and actively collapsing a building.
All right, San, Graucom, let's get on the same page here. What are our strongest assets right now that we have?
This coat's pretty nice.
I can talk to people.
All right, so how good do you think you are at talking to people?
Very good.
Okay. What about you, Graucom? Other than shooting things, what do you got?
Engineering. I can. If we want something to explode, I can set it up to explode.
All right. So, if hypothetically we were able to get into some system that's less guarded than our own spaceship and mess things up just enough so things get screwy for them, we might be able to escape in the White Elephant in the chaos. That still means we're on the run for a while. Do you think you can pilot us to safety, San?
I have every time before, so yes.
All right. So how about this for a plan? We try to find where some other ships are docked, possibly ones that are less guarded. Try to take over one of those ships, and it doesn't even have to be a major vessel. Something that just has the ability for us to jury-rig a remote control. Mm-hmm. That ship, we sail into other ships. Doesn't matter how much damage it causes. We're not going to try to kill anyone. But if we could get a bunch of parked loading vessels to crash into each other, all the better. Make it look like we're attempting something, or that there's a sort of a coup attempt, or like a massive theft going on in one other part of this station. Then, while in the distraction, we try to sneak ourselves on board. Hopefully, if there aren't that many guards, we'll be able to get on board the vessel, and then hopefully we'll be able to pilot away. But a lot of this will require us to be things to work out perfectly for us. We find unguarded ships. We were able to cause a distraction. It's big enough to get everybody to pay attention to that. And then we get away and you fly us away before anything bad happens.
That sounds good to me.
Well, let's do it.
All right. Sounds like you have a plan. It's a very familiar sounding plan to me.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is. Distraction. And I can't even see what I rolled.
You rolled
Running
4.
ships into each other. So
Yeah.
You rolled a 4 with your command.
nice. So you can create 2 aspects if you want to.
Yeah. Do it.
One is going to be unmanned vessels.
Unmanned vessels.
Yeah. I think I'll say the last one when we need it.
Okay.
I don't want to make it distraction because that's kind of old hat. I'm hoping maybe we could just, get these. If we can control them, then we can get them to do whatever we need to do with us not being nearby.
Right. Okay. So you're going to try and sneak aboard some ships down at the dock. Right. So, how are you going to go about that? Are you going to talk to Teal about it?
Yeah. You think we can? This place in the
Or are you
map with
gonna
all these
head off
loading
on your
gears,
own?
Tila. Do you think you could get us in there without there being too many eyes on us?
She says, sure. You're wearing local outfits now. The Templars tend not to pay much attention to us.
Great. All right.
Although you are a little short.
Well, Graucom is the one we need to get in more than anybody. If he's going to be, if you're going to be able to jerry rig some way of controlling,
Yeah, I need to be in there. Yep.
And you definitely don't have your tools with you, so this is definitely going to be jerry rigging.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, jerry rigging is if I don't have the tools available, it works. Yeah, so definitely. Yeah. So, are we going in? Do we need to come up with disguises or anything for this?
I think we got them.
They're looking for us, aren't they? Specifically. Yeah. I mean, me wearing a 6-foot dog wearing a coat is still a 6-foot dog wearing a coat. Like, do we take a few?
Yeah, but it does blend in with like your coat is got a hood on it and everything with like a big furry fringe. So,
okay,
you could try to hide your snout to a certain extent.
Just trying to set up a fashion montage, but whatever. We can go get a haircut, get a dye.
I'm not that dog. I'm a different dog.
I'm a different 6-foot dog. What are you talking about? Dye myself to look like a yellow lab.
All right. So you all
note
can
to self, save that for later.
Right.
That's it.
You all can get down to where the down to the shipping port pretty easily, where there are other vessels docked. If you wait until it's later, there'll be fewer people moving around. The ground crews seem to be mostly these Arhaloons, so they are all dressed the same as you.
So, Tila, do you know anybody who's like, or I don't even know if you know how to work like computer systems, like maybe someone who's a little bit less than scrupulous?
Uh,
I'm trying to find my the ability I'm looking for, which is the one where I have a crony, but I can't.
Oh, right.
So yeah, companion.
She can make an introduction to somebody who is a little more, technically savvy and a little less ethically guided.
So yeah, I'd like to talk to somebody who I can either convince or bribe to expunge our records, at least enough so that people are hesitant on who we are when we're walking around the station.
Right.
And maybe out of this we could get our next gig, because I'm sure we're not going to have enough to pay for them.
So this you're talking about the person that Tila was trying to hook you up
Right.
with? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you meet this guy. He is kind of a surly, not particularly friendly local Arhaloon named Morna. But
So you're the famous Morna?
you can try to butter him up, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
he says, I'm Morna. Lord, what can I do for you?
We have an issue. I need to get into some Templar records, local only, and adjust them slightly, at least for the next few hours.
And you guys are the ones who started the revolt on Coral Formation 6.
I take a deep sigh, consider for a moment Red's plan of, how can I trust you? May I put this knife in you? And then think, I know that's unfair, Red, sorry. Hassan, I used your character name. That's even more unfair. Oh, all right. Anyways, so yeah, I take a deep sigh and I say, yes.
He says, good. Listen, I'll do this for you. I can help you out. I've got a few things that I want to get off planet when you're ready to leave.
Let me know how much can you do? Because hell, if you could expunge it completely and make me an official trans-galaxy repo man, then you load our ship up with as much contraband as you want, brother. But how good are you at this?
He says, I'm the best.
All right.
Whether that's true or not.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care. He speaks with confidence, and I like it. Yeah, I'm willing to let him. I'm willing to watch a hacking montage whenever that's ready.
Yeah, I was just checking to see what his skill result was, which turns out to be a 4, which isn't bad. That's pretty good, actually. And he gets in there, starts working away at the system. Then he's like, I'm in.
Excellent.
And, starts editing your files. He says, I could take off the all points, but I can't get you out of the system entirely. I could change change what you wanted for to something a little more minor.
All right. What do I? How much? Is there a fine where I have enough credits to pay it?
He says, "Yeah, I think we can do that."
All right. So,
but you're definitely going to have to You're going to have to be talking to somebody who hasn't seen these files before, because you know, I can't hack somebody's mind.
Oh. That sounds like a good movie, though. I'd like to watch that. Mind hacker. All right, great. That's what we need. You have to get your whatever you want off this rock ready, because when we go, we're gonna have to go fast.
Yeah, he says I could get it for you now before you leave.
All right, good.
And he goes back and he brings you a case, and he says, "It's refrigerated. Make sure it stays cold."
Will do. I don't even hesitate. Not even the double, not even an extra thought. I message San and Graucom, and I tell them basically what happened. We still need that distraction to make it so that these people want to get rid of us, right? We're paying a fine, we're taking the ship out of impounds, bringing it back to Transgalaxy, and they've got an APB for somebody else, so it's not us. And if there could be a bunch of crap going on somewhere else on the ship they have to deal with on the station, then all the better.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he altered your photos in the system also so that they don't quite match who you are.
Oh, San's the one who did the crime, and she's the captain of the impound crew. That's partly a dig, but no,
what
that's
the fuck, Sticky.
Mostly
it's because my idea.
It's so that you can do the talking.
Oh, okay. That's an okay reason to screw me over. But
as soon as San's back is turned, another lo-fi to Graucom.
Fuck you.
Nice.
All right, this is a great plan. What could possibly go wrong? And I think we have an end of act.
I think so too.
Yeah. Oh, so
Perfect.
Good.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Do
fun.
we want to take a bio break here?
Yeah. Let's do a quick break. And you guys up for number two? Another episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were being very specific about what the break would be.
This bio break is only about.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at non-productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.